What's up, my nizzles? Yesterday, I made my first YouTube video in a while. It was quite intense. I actually watched it back. 17 minutes long of me ranting about politics and stuff like that, which isn't uncommon. But uh, I think I got that off my chest, and now I'm ready to kind of like chill my balls because that's generally my vibe. I tend not to show that on my YouTube videos for some reason. For some reason, when I make YouTube videos, I'm like a bit more like intense and stuff like that. Or maybe I don't realize that I'm quite intense, and then I get this like mirror back, and it's like whoa. But anyway, today I wanted to talk about like some slightly different things. I actually woke up today and kind of like decided that it's really time to start like kicking myself in the ass and like moving forward. I got big ideas for life and stuff like that. I wanna write some amazing music. I wanna become a really successful producer and mixer in this world because I don't think there's enough of them. I think there's too many average producers and mixers out there that don't articulate an artist's vision at all, and it ends up with this kind of like homogenized, awful sound that kind of like is just designed for most producers like just they want to get the song on the radio as well because that means they get more credit, but what do you got to do to get a song on the radio? You kind of got to like, and they all end up sounding kind of similar no matter what genre it is. But anyway, that's it. That's another story, isn't it? Today I woke up and wrote down a list of daily habits that I want to engage in, and the idea is that like each habit, and I've got to probably I don't know maybe like 10, maybe a few more. Each habit is actually not this individual habit. They all come together as one thing that are like are designed to push me forward in the direction I want to go. So, and also to make me happy now and happy in the future. Yeah, because it's always got to be a balance. You've got to be happy right now. You have to be, but you've got to be happy in the future. And being happy in the future usually means you have to push yourself pretty hard. Okay, because like especially if you're goal orientated, and I tend to be. I tend to be fairly goal orientated, actually. So these habits range from kind of like, little ones to big ones. But anyway, I'm going to read them out and then talk about it a little bit more. Okay, the first one, start the day hydrated. I realize I haven't been drinking much water and it makes me tired throughout the day, and my eyes start to dry out and I can't like focus and things like that. So simple. Also, eat plenty of food to start the day with. Have a good breakfast. Dance and get into your body. This is a new one that I've been practicing for about 2 weeks or so. I put a song through my monitors, my mixing monitors, and I just dance for like 3 minutes. The idea is that like dancing is this really like when you first start dancing, you realize how in your head you are, oh, am I dancing good? And, everything like that. And it's a real example of how you relate with yourself. You kind of always your own judge and everything like that. But as you dance, you free up and you stop focusing on that kind of thing and you just start grooving and having fun and, getting into your body and less out of your logic and your judgment head and everything like that and into feeling, which I think is more of a like feminine kind of, thing to do with your emotions and stuff. And the big idea behind that is that I think to mix any song good, being stuck in your logic is never going to help it because music is all about emotion and feeling. So I want to be sitting here at my mixing. I want to be sitting here feeling, you know what I mean? Like, oh, if I turn this up, how does it make me feel? And blah, blah, blah. I want to be grooving in my chair instead of being like, now if I do this and then do this and boost this frequency by 3.5 decibels, that's not how to mix. Mixing is emotion. Do a YouTube video. Boom, here I am. Do some writing. I bought a bunch of like notepads recently. I just want to start like getting ideas down to do with music and also like even like a personal kind of diary thing. I think that you can't really move forward with new ideas until you explore the ones in your head already, and I don't think you can actually actively explore them until you put them out there, and then you can see them and stuff like that, and interpret them, and then if they're good, you develop them, and if you realize that they're crappy, then leave them as fast as possible. Blah, and then move on. So that's kind of my vibe at the moment. Personal ideas, music ideas. Email bands. Every day I email 10 bands to potentially work with. Simple, because I have to. If I want to work with bands, I have to get in contact with them. Work on my story slash pitch. I'm going to develop a website soon for my mixing kind of like service and everything. And I want to actually visually and visually engage with people and explain who I am, how I work, my mixing philosophy, my philosophy on music, where I've came from as a musician and artist, everything like that, so that then we kind of decide together if it's going to be a good match, because I don't want to work with people that like don't gel with me or I don't gel with them, you know what I mean? I don't think there's any point to that. I don't think we're going to get a good result. Mix or learn mixing. Yeah, if I want to be a mixer, if I want to be a producer, I have to mix and I have to learn to mix. Easy. Learn something. I just want to get smarter and I want to broaden my kind of perception of the world and everything. There's a lot out there and actually understanding it critically is very difficult. So to do that, you need knowledge. So yeah, I'm generally interested in, I wrote this, politics, philosophy, history, geography, psychology, and music. They're things I'm interested in and things that I think like help shape my understanding of the world. So I'm kind of going at it. Stay hydrated. Yeah. Simple. Physical workout. I'm kind of a lean motherfucker, you know what I mean? If I got in a fight or if someone fucked with me, I'd lose. Especially back in the day, in a cave. If someone fucked with me, I would die. That's how it would roll right now. Survival of the fittest. I would not be the fittest, yeah? Like, I'm lean. So I kind of want to, like, get my physical body a bit more strong. I also have plans in the future to actually start to learn to fight, because I think it's an important, like, way to be centered and stuff, to know that you could defend yourself. I think that's the role of, like, particularly a man in this world. You should know how to defend yourself, because that's, we were designed for that kind of thing, Read some book. I've got a book by Jonathan Safran Foer at the moment, Mad Jew. Writes better than most authors I've ever read, particularly because he's such a modern writer. That's the cool thing. I don't really like many modern writers. He can construct a sentence and put so much meaning in it, and you don't even know how he does it. And sometimes you don't even know exactly what he's saying, because you can tell it's very complex, but he's good. Write or learn how to make music. So I want to keep on writing music, or I want to learn how to make music. The next project I'm going to start working on at the moment, I have this idea. I'm not really going to explain it yet, but it involves kind of like a few new techniques and stuff like that. So I've got to kind of like get my chops up. Last one is relax. When you're doing all these other habits, it's like work, be conscious, and focus. You get a bit stressed out, and I think it's important to relax. You know what I mean? Like I said, you need to be happy now and happy in the future. So I can't do all of this stuff in the day without having a little bit of stress happening in my head, you know what I mean? So, relax, calm down, like, laugh, everything like that, like, just chill. Lately I've been, like, even if it's just, like, lying on a couch, I don't really care, or, like, I've been watching Seinfeld, I love that shit, it's funny, it's so funny. Humor was better back then because it wasn't so politically correct, The show's generally open with, lines about, like, women are kind of like this, and men are kind of like this, and just simple observational humor. You can't even do that anymore because it's fucking sexist. To suggest that there is any difference between men and women is sexist or something. That's just a little bit of tongue-in-cheek for you now. Yeah, so it's kind of going well. I'm very excited to kind of, I've been a bit like, not lazy, but it's time to really start stepping things up. I'm 27 and I gotta fucking get shit done. So yeah, I think tomorrow I'm gonna make a YouTube video that's like 100% to do with music. Yeah, no talk of like what I'm doing or what I'm thinking, what are my abstract thoughts, like what are my opinions. Like, I'm not gonna do that tomorrow. I'm gonna like really just talk in depth about something in music that I think could be of value to anyone who enjoys music. Don't know what it's gonna be yet, but it'll be fun. Alright. Peace out to all the pieces of dust and air that are flowing through YouTube experiencing me, not the people, because I don't think I have any viewers yet. It's hard to say goodbye. Goodbye.